Hello, good morning students. On behalf of Vdvs Online Studies, I am welcoming you, all of you, in the Standard 8 Science. We have already started the chapter called Light in from the few lectures. So, before we are going to start our new topic in today's lecture, let us take a brief preview on what we have studied so far in this lecture. So far we have studied so many things in this lecture that the first thing that we have learned about the light chapter is what is a light, how the light is produced, what are the sources of the light that is producing the illumination for us. So that are the things that we have already discussed in the previous lectures. We have seen that the objects which are producing the light is called as a luminous objects, while the objects are producing the not producing the light is called as a non-luminous object. The things that we have already discussed. After that, we have started the topic regarding that how the light is helping us to see the objects around us. We have seen that the objects are made up of such a beautiful colors. We can see it very clearly. So why we can see that object clearly and why we cannot see the objects in the dark room. So that type of topic that we have already concluded and seen in the previous lecture. Then we have studied about the light rays of light and the phenomena occurring regarding that. So the phenomena regarding that are the reflection and the refraction and the atmospheric refraction. That are all the phenomena that is happen in the light. Then we have discussed the topic about the reflection of light, because the refraction and the atmospheric refraction and all these other topics will come in the standard 10. So we have only discussed the topic regarding the reflection of light. Then we have seen that due to this reflection and refraction, another phenomena is happened is dispersion of light. So we have seen the laws of the reflection regarding that mainly two types of laws. Generally, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection is the first law, and these incident ray, reflected ray, normal, angle of incidence, angle of reflection is all lies in a same medium that we already discussed. That are the two basic laws. Then we have seen if the lighting ray is changing the medium from one medium to another medium, then it will be considered as a refraction. So due to that refraction, if the refraction will happen two times, into the glass surfacing medium, then it will be called the dispersion of light. In that we have seen that how this dispersion of white light has been taken up place, and due to that white light gets disrupted or erupted into the seven colors. So that the phenomena we have already discussed. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the human eye and the colorful world. So how we can see the object by human eye? What are the construction? What are the structure that is lies beneath our human eye? So that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. So mainly we are going to study about the parts regarding the human eye. A human eye is working like a camera. Normally we have seen and we have taken the photographs in our smartphones. So for that we are using the camera. So like that if we want to visualize the world, we are using our natural camera that has been given us by our God. So that is the camera that is made by God to see the beautiful things around us. So this is the work is similar like the camera. So we are understanding the human eye in the reference with the camera, because you are easily understand the camera of your smartphone, and that's why we are referring the smartphone's camera with and we are compare the smartphone camera with our human eye, and then we take on each and every part with close and see what is the description regarding that. So we'll discuss that topic also. Another time I am going to revise you the topic called dispersion of white light through a prism, so that you all can see that how this dispersion will take place. I have already explained you in the previous lecture, but still I haven't given you any animation regarding that, so I will see in the animation also. Let us start that topic with the animation. See, this is the topic that we have already discussed in the previous lecture. So we are not going to waste any time, but still we are going to see. See, this is a glass surface. We have already noted that if an lightning ray changes the medium, what happened into that? There is an refraction occurred. So that is the thing that we have already discussed. Okay. So if the lighting ray is changing a medium from air to glass, then we know that some kind of refraction will take place. It will not go like this in a straight path. Okay, there is some kind of refraction will take a place when and medium will be changed. Okay. Okay. See, it will not goes like this. Okay, they are explaining us that the lightning ray is not going to pass like this. Now this is called the dispersion of white light through a prism. I already told you this in the previous lecture. Like this is the white light we have already discussed. Okay, it is a white light. Okay, and here is the first refraction that is taken a place. Here is the second refraction that has taken a place. Okay. So we have noted that the refraction will be sometimes it will be go inwards, sometimes it will be go outwards due to the refracting index that will be discussing that we are going to discuss in the standard 10, that what is the refractive index and how that will impact our refraction of light. Okay, and why this causes this white light spectrum. Okay. Okay, see, sometimes the brightness will get more increased, so that's why you cannot see the colors over here. But I have changed the brightness, so now you can easily see this spectrum. Okay, we have already seen this as a spectrum, and it is called the spectrum called Vdvs. If you remember that we have already discussed that. V for violet, so you can see that here. Okay, the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. These are the 7 colors that is made up by the dispersion of white light. Going ahead, see, that are all the things that I have already explained. See, the in a smaller particles, if we want to visualize that in a smaller particles, this is the how dispersion is taken a place. Okay, as you can see it here. Okay, look, there are the small particles that are lies beneath the white light. Okay, I hope you all are seeing these things very clearly. See, this is the first refraction is happened. Look here, it has to be goes like this. Okay. It has to goes like this, but it is not going straight in a path. So that's why it is going bend. Okay, and whenever this bending process is started, it is starting a spectrum, and it is see, they have given us the examples regarding the only first color and the last color, because we have heard the Vdvs. Now V for violet and R for red. So they have only described as the first 2 types. I will show you once again. See, the red and the violet color they have only shown. After that, slowly, all the other lightning colors are getting reflected, and then it will produce in much more colors. Okay. Now you all can easily understand. See, this is how the first red and violet light is made up of, and then all these colors are made up of. Okay. Look, here is the separation has taken a place. Okay, see. Now, if we want to look that into a wave-like structure, then there is a wave-like structure. Because a red particle has a smaller wavelength than the violet particle, that's why it is refracted lesser than the violet particle. That's why the violet particles are getting much more refraction than the red particle. Okay, red light particle are taking if red light particles is taken a refraction like this, then the violet particle has been taken a refraction like this. Okay, so that's why they will both separated into, in between them there are mainly 5 colors are present over there. Now look once again, and then we will begin our topic, the human eye. Okay, it is very much beautiful, and also yes, another information that I have to give you is, yes, I forgot to told you that this refraction or dispersion of white light phenomena is causing another beautiful atmospheric phenomena. Sorry, atmospheric. See, this is how things happen. When sometimes we have to give some information, this will happen. Atmospheric phenomena is also happened. And that atmospheric phenomena is called as a rainbow formation. We are going to discuss that rainbow formation in standard 10. Okay, but you have to remember this dispersion of white light through prism, because the rainbow formation is also the same phenomena that is happened in the water droplets that are present in the nature. The sunlight came onto that, and the water droplets is acting like it's a small prism. So that's why it is refracting all the colors from that white light spectrum, and that all the colors is, whenever these all colors are getting separated from the white light, it forms in some kind of phenomena in the atmosphere, and that we know as a rainbow formation. Okay, so that's why it is very much important topic. Okay. Wait a second for a moment so that I can check it out that it is going right or not. Okay. It is going very smoothly, but sometimes what happens is the colors are getting worse, or sometimes you cannot see the things that is going on the smart board. Okay. See, this is happen all the times. Okay, so that's why we are not going to worry about this thing. But if you are not seeing these things clearly, I am making sure that you can see these objects clearly. Now, for understanding the human eye, the first thing that we are understanding the parts of the human eye. The topics that we are discussing, and this is the last topic of our chapter. Okay, so don't worry about that. And don't think about that this will be going a boring lecture, okay, because I have put so many animations for you. Okay, so the human eye, into that we are going to study about the structure of human eye first. Into that we are going to discuss about the parts of human eye. So So in that, the first case scenario will take parts of human eye. Okay. Now let us begin our topic. Okay, so as you can see on your screen that this is a human eye. Okay, it is the human eyeball we have taken. Generally, it has a 2.3 centimeter of diameter. In human eyeball is been 2.3 centimeter diameter. Means if we take a center over here, okay, if we take a center here, if we measure the diameter of this, it will be mostly 2.3 centimeter. Okay, so that is why it is called as a. If someone asks you that what is the diameter of the human eyeball, then you will have to take the 2.3 centimeter. Okay. As you can see, there are lots of parts going on in this human eye. Okay. So what are the main part and major part that we are discussing? Okay, that we are going to. The first part that we are discussing is cornea. Now, what is the cornea? So, cornea is basically an outer part of the human eye. Okay, that will helps to protect from the accident. It will protect us from not getting a much more light into our eyes. Okay, the cornea is a protection layer for what? For if and sometime what happens if we when you wake up in the early in the morning and when you want to see the sun, okay, and the sun will glow much more in the brightness. So the your what happens to you? Your eyes getting blinked because you cannot see the sun properly, and the much more higher lights cannot passes through your eyes. So that's why your eyelids become closed. Okay, if you see very much higher lights, what happened to you? You will feel some kind of consciousness in your brain. Okay, your brain starting to sensation create and some kind of sensation. Okay, in your body. So what happened? The much more light will not passes through our human eye if we can we see a much more high light in our from our human eye. So what happened? We can go blind also. To protect from that much more higher light, we have a protection layer called the cornea. Then protects from accident, doesn't allow foreign particles inside. Okay, so cornea is also protecting us from the dust particle is not getting inside the iris or the pupil. Okay. Then second thing is the iris. Iris determines the color of the eyes. Okay, look. If you have seen that some of the people have a brownish eye, some of people have a grayish eyes. So what was the reasons for that? So basically the reason is because of the iris. Iris is basically defines and signifies the color of our human eye. Then pupil is the main part of our human eye, because from there we are going to control the amount of light entering the pupil. Okay. Iris is also the controlation. It will provide a controlling power like the cornea. Okay, it will also controls the amount of light that is goes inside the pupil. So pupil is basically our lens. Okay, whenever we have a smartphone camera, we have a lens. Okay, if you have take the smartphone, then you have noted that there is some kind of camera over here. Okay, so camera is basically a lens that is generating a whole image to your screen. Okay, likewise that our human eye has a camera, it is a pupil. Okay, it is a lens of our human eye. So the lens has been some kind of limitations from entering the light sources or from generating the light, imaginary. Okay, if you haven't noted that whenever so much bright light is come onto your smartphone, whenever you are clicking the photos, then if the some highlight is come on the object, you cannot see the around things on your smartphone screen. So this type of phenomena is also happening to us. If a much more lights come onto human eye, then all these other things getting blurred in our human eye. So we cannot see the objects around us. That's why we'll have to take care of our eye, because the lens is very much smaller. Okay. Okay. See, that's how we can see the objects. If we want to see the far object, then we'll have to zoom in. Then we'll have to make sure. Okay, I will explain you first, and then we are going to see that. So what happened when we want to see the far object? If you have noted in the smartphone, what we are doing? We are doing a zoom in, zoom out feature. Using the zoom in, zoom out feature, it will impact our objects. Okay. So like that, we have also a muscle present in our human eye, and that muscle is called as a ciliary muscle. That ciliary muscle is what it is causing the pupil to stretching out and stretch in. Okay. So what happened to this ciliary muscle? The ciliary muscle is basically stretching out the pupils or the irises, and then it will compress the lens like this. And if the lens is compressed, we can see the zoom and we can see the far objects. Okay. And if we remove the expandation, if we stop to contract the ciliary muscle, if we loosen the ciliary muscle, then what happens? We can see the nearby objects clearly. Same feature as a zoom in and zoom out. Ciliary muscle has to be stretched for visualizing the far object, and it has to be loosened up to see the nearby objects. See, that's how the light is come onto the human eye. Then convex lens or convex lens is present here. It is basically generating an image, and it will generate image on the focus. I have told you the ciliary lens. I have to show you that. I want to show you that. Here is ciliary muscles are present. Here is ciliary muscles are present. Okay. So that ciliary muscles are getting what? It stretching the pupils to what? To see the objects are whenever it is far or whatever it is near. Okay. If they want to show the far object or near object, the ciliary muscle is acting, it's stretching, then we can see the far object. If it is loosened up, then we can see the nearby object. Okay. See, that's the phenomenon is happened. Then, if we, as you have noted, the lens of the smartphone is seeing the imaginary. Okay, but if you want to click the picture, then you have to touch the screen, because the lens is forming an image onto your screen. Okay, lens is not creating an image over there. Okay, your mobile phone, I am talking about your mobile phone. So the lens is clicking the picture, and you can see the picture on your screen. Okay, and then you will click the photograph. Okay, so how you will click the photograph? By you can see that okay, the lens is generating an image into some kind of part, okay, of your mobile phone. So like that, this image is also generated onto the some kind of thing that is present in our human eye, and that the part that is creating, and then where the image is formed. In mobile phone there is a screen, okay, but in a human eye there is a retina. Okay, retina is the part where the image is getting generated. Okay, here is the image is generated. Mostly the image, whatever the image is generated here is inverted. Okay, the image that is generated here is inverted. So if we are seeing the object, the image will be generated like this. Okay, opposite, whatever the object we are seeing, the image is generated opposite to that here. But there are some optic nerves present here. These are the optic nerves. So basically optic nerves is what? The impulse is signal, okay, that is passes through this optic nerves and goes to the brain, and then brain will decode and form this image as original position. Sorry. So that's how a human brain can visualize and interpret and decode the objects that whatever we are seeing over here. Okay. Now they will explain us that how we can see the objects. Okay. Because I already told you all these parts, main parts. Okay. In the last section we are going to see all the parts. Okay. So let us go over there. Till then you can enjoy this animation. Okay. See, on the nerve cells, retina, there are nerve cells present that is interpreting the image. The image formed over the retina and then it goes to the optic nerve to transfer message or sensation to the brain. Okay, another time they will give you a revision. We'll stop over here. I don't think there is much more going on. Okay. So you can see the human eye over here. That's it. I don't think anything much more is going on. But that's it for today, and this is the last point of our lecture. Okay. I dropped my pen, so sorry for that. So today's homework, I'll give you. Question 1 and only, explain human eye with neat diagram. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for this lecture. If you had any kind of doubt, you can ask me on the comment section. Okay, you can ask me personally on WhatsApp, and please stay at home. Very soon, as much as possible, we are going to meet in our school, and we are doing an offline studies. So please pay proper attention in the online lectures, because this is a very much important studies, okay, for you, and I hope you all are enjoying these online studies. I am making a much more effort to make sure that you are enjoying these online lectures, okay. So I am making a more effort. You will have to also make a more effort to watching that lecture, okay. And so please, I am requesting you to watch all these lectures that we have already finished. We have already finished the 3 chapters in this online study. So please revise all these chapters. Please revise all the parts that I have put it in the YouTube. Take care of your parents also, okay. Wear mask whenever you go outside. Sanitize your hand properly, okay. And take care of your parents and take care of yourself. We'll meet in next online lecture. Okay, till then, bye bye everyone, and take care of yourself.